Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Strike7Sports.com. And tonight is a late edition of Sunday Boxing Talk. And tonight we're going to talk about, just going to quickly recap what went down yesterday in Saudi Arabia between Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Uh, Usyk came out on top for the second straight time over Anthony Joshua to keep his WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight titles. And the fight was won by a split decision as one judge scored it in favor of Anthony Joshua. So it was 115, 113 in favor for Anthony Joshua for one judge. Other two judges overruled him and went 115, 113 by two, and the other judge 116, 112 by 4 points over Andy Joshua, which give Usyk the victory over in that fight. So this was a really good fight, man. Joshua not trying to, that can't take nothing away from him. He fought hard in this fight, got the best of him. Usyk just special, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing. I know people kind of didn't like what happened in the end of the fight where he grabbed the mic, he grabbed the bells, and then went on his rant and all that. But he later, I would say apologized for that. The next day, there's a tweet where he put out what happened and saying that his emotions got the best of him, and it is what it is. But Usyk won this fight, man. He's a special talent, man. I'm impressed by the guy, man. He's done really well since he's gotten to the heavyweight division. He's a cruiserweight, was a cruiserweight, went undisputed as a cruiserweight champion. Now he's a heavyweight, and he fights whoever they put in front of him, man. It's no backing down by him. He doesn't belong to PBC, doesn't belong to the zone. Pretty much fights as a free agent, and he just showed how special he is as a fighter. Got in that tool bag and adjusted. That night round, you could tell that. To me, it felt like he knew that night round. He lost that night round, night to 8 round, and felt like, hey, I need to turn it on in this 10 round. These next three rounds are championship rounds. These are clutch rounds. I gotta do what I gotta do to keep these belts and prepare myself for future fights. And that's what he did in that 10th round. He just came alive, man, and just pretty much took over that fight. Pretty much swung those judges. I see that one judge scored it by like three. I think one scored it by like 2 points, 115 and 113. And that's probably because of that round. What happened in that 10th round. He came to work. Great performance. That guy, when I saw the fight, and I'm watching the fight, and I'm watching the movement in the ring, and I'm just saying, like, yo, Joshua was bigger than this guy, man. This guy is, you just see the size of edge, man. But Usyk, his shiftiness, his movement, his technique paid off in the end, man. It worked. And I don't know if Joshua was exhausted by then to where he couldn't, use that size, use that power that he has to, at least attempt to put Usyk down. Maybe if that was the case, but it just wasn't enough, man. Like he was just out of gas by the 10th. Going to those 10, 11, and 12 rounds, man. It's pretty much all Usyk after that. And that's when judge scored a fight score that fight 115, 113 for Joshua. That's kind of shady right there, but it is what it is. But Usyk earned this fight, man. He earned the fight. He earned this victory. And I saw the video with Tyson Fury saying that he's not retired, that he's willing to fight Usyk. That's great. If outside of Bud Crawford versus Spence, this is probably the next big fight the next biggest fight that they can make, man. Impossible. You know, Usyk versus Tyson Fury would be great, and it should be made because I don't see or no nothing where the money could be an issue with these fighters. You got Bob Arum, Usyk and his team. I think it's Eagles Cleveland. It was his manager. They should be able to sit down and work. They've worked together before with his fighters. I think Cleveland has Lomachenko. That's one of his guys. So they worked together in the past. So it shouldn't be no issue working out a deal and having that fight. And then sometime in the next year, beginning of 2023. So it's a good fight, man. And in regards to Joshua, if he can, if somehow, man, he could set up, recover, refocus, have a fight with Deontay Wilder, that'd be great as well. That'd be a big fight to make. That's still a great fight to make, man. Despite everything that went down in that situation in I think it was 2019, 2018, where the money fell through and all the stuff. I'm not gonna get into all the details of it, but you can look it up. It's out there. I think that's still a great fight to make. Wilder versus Joshua, but there's nothing wrong with Joshua losing this fight. Sometimes fighters have your number. Just like in the NBA, the NFL, certain teams have other teams' number, and they just can't beat them. And that may be the case right here. Yeah, we saw it with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, man. Fury style is just made to disrupt Deontay Wilder. It's made to disrupt that powerful right hand. So that may be the case. But Fury versus Usyk would be a great fight, man. It'd be a great fight. It's something to see. If Fury is a much bigger fighter, much taller, much bigger fighter than AJ. How would that movement? How would Usyk deal with that type of fighter, that type of size? What? Both guys are technical fighters. They're both technical fighters. So it'll be interesting to see which style would overcome the other style. And which power could be on display. But Usyk, man, is a legend right now, in my opinion. He's a great fighter. It's very rare that this stuff happens. Where a guy comes from a different weight class, a cruiserweight, and come in and not miss a beat. And he's clearly fighting guys that are clearly bigger than him. That's amazing. And if they made the fight with him and Tyson Fury, and he beats Fury and take all the belts, I have no issue with him retiring. He could just walk off right there after that. He Hall of Famer. I think he Hall of Fame anyway, right now. But he could just walk off into the sunset if that happens. You beat Fury, you beat Joshua twice, you can walk off right there. And if you want to, you can fight Wilder, but I don't think he's going to do that. But we'll see. But shouts out to both fighters. I mean, it was a great fight, great performance. Hopefully we could get that fight in the future between Fury and Olyksander Usyk for the belts. So we'll see. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. How y'all feel about Usyk versus Tyson Fury? How you felt about the fight yesterday? Also, hit the bell notification icon to receive my latest updates whenever I go live, whenever I post my latest video. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out.